Hey everybody, Rockfarmer here. I just turned on my camera in case something had happened to my slime store. I think Zwagner decided to threaten me with a cease and desist and desist my slime chunk selling. So, in case something has happened, I wanna see it. We've also changed the render distance to 12, which looks amazing. So, we'll see. Well, there's a skelly horse. Rule of skelly horses, kill them all. I shoot on sight unless they have a saddle. And the boat and the docks, the dry dock. Ah, it looks great. Well, it's not Friday evening, it's Sunday afternoon, and nothing has happened, so thankfully... Ooh, I'm making more money. So this is the new mending book store for the Wizard's Hat. And apparently, it's rated best shop by by Rockfarmer. I don't know who put that sign up, but somebody's thinking along my lines. No, this is great. And a door there on the side, that's awesome. Learn to sleeple. Well, I have to go, first of all, I can drop my diamonds in my ender chests. My armor is getting a little low, so I'm actually gonna go over and enjoy my new spider entrance here. Hopefully no mobs have spawned. Oh, this is great. Oh, and Casey Henning is down here. What's he doing? Looks like he's using the farm. Could break this block. That would be really fun. Oh, he doesn't know I'm here. Okay, I'll leave him alone, leave him to it. I'll repair my armor at a later time. So, yeah, it looks like my slime shop survived so far. Zwagner, I know you're up for it. Polly got some pot soul. Miscellaneous shop, and here obviously is the post office. I don't have any mail, but we should do something to take advantage of this. So, book and quill, donations, and paper. Yes, this kind of segues into what I want to do today. I want to set up a sugarcane farm. I don't have any villagers to trade with, but there's a guy in the server from Mars who showed me a really nice design a couple of years back. It's very similar to the one Impulse has, except that... hello, Skelly. There you go. You dead. It's a very nice design. It's like Impulses that everybody knows, but honestly, it's better because it has a shifting piston system that breaks blocks on either side, so you can have 2 rows of sugarcane on the same farm. So we'll see. And now I'm also really curious how about the render distance as I'm approaching my base here. Let's see, this looks good. So we got the render distance of 12. As we approach, there comes the front of the island. There's a second layer. Next layer should spawn in stuff. Yeah, there we go. You know what? This will look awesome. I should do some sort of height changes here in the back there. I guess I'll look at that. It's one of those things. So the first order of business today is to fix the chicken cooker. Have the 2 dispensers. Well, this is a chicken management 101. Delicious seed, delicious seed. Now don't... Ow, ow, I think I got it. We're gonna compare it off the back of this hopper here. I think it was like this. And we have that rest on there. I realize I still have so many eggs, I think. There we go. Fixed. By Rockfarmer. So that was the first little thing for today. I don't know what I want to do next. So somebody went on Discord and told me I should probably be recording next time I log in. So this is a little interlude. This is now a Thursday night, and I'm actually really tired, and I want to go do some grinding, but since I have to like record when I log in, I guess I need to do it now, because yeah, that's my chance. So we'll see what's up. Yeah. Hey guys. Right, it seems my base is quite cold. Too long you have gone slaying innocent slimes. As a fellow slime, this meant nothing but war to me, so I have raised my army of snow golems to free the slimes. Swag. So how bad is this? We got some in there. Oh, holy cow! Oh, this is crazy. Oh. All right. Good game, Swag. GG. I guess the grinding I had intended today is probably not gonna happen, but instead I'm gonna be bringing my sword out. So yeah, good game, Swag. Good game. So I think now is probably a really good time to talk about pranks, because I think pranking is fun. It's very much a part of playing on a multiplayer server, I think. It might be different for other people, but personally I'm fine with it. But there are good pranks and there are bad pranks, and I figured I would just tell you what I consider a really good prank. Like, good pranks are when you have to be creative in order to set it up. Like, you have to put in a lot of thought, you have to put in a lot of effort, and you have to be creative to make it work. Like, if you go over and fill up somebody's house with water source blocks, like, that's not particularly creative in my mind. I think it's kind of lame, and it's just a lot of annoyance for the other person, because it's just a cleanup job. That's all that's left. So, like, a prank, what Zwagner just did to me, it was fun. I had a big laugh just because of the reaction, and the cleanup job for me is really not that big. So keep that in mind when you're trying to prank people on the server. First of all, make sure that they're probably going to be okay with it, and put some effort into it. Don't just do annoying, harassing stuff. I mean, be creative and challenge yourself, and make sure that they laugh as much as you do. That's kind of the important point about pranks, I think. So that little time lapse you saw was me digging out a little bit of that hole here, but now it's completely dug out. I actually went and borrowed a beacon and just dug the whole thing out. Took a while, quite a while, and you can see I still have plenty of snow lying around for me to clean up. I've used some of it up here to just set up a very quick little ice tray, because for the sugarcane farm I want to have ice blocks instead of walking around with water buckets, because there's so many water streams to run, so I figured this would be a lot easier. But I should have a couple of stacks now, so I can go down there and I'll bring this with me, and I'll show you the principle of a sugarcane farm. It's pretty cool. Alright then, so we're down on the bottom of the big hole that I've dug out around my slime chunk in there. This is where I'm gonna put my sugarcane farm. I might build one or I might build 2 rows, I don't know yet. We'll see how much effort it is. But I wanted to show you the principle of it. So you see you have sugarcane on either side of these 2 pistons down there. And you can have them growing all along the road, or all along these blocks, of course, and you will have water in between them there. It's quite a simple system. When you power this furnace here, then this piston extends and pushes the slime blocks and this piston one to the left. And then at the same time the power will travel to that furnace with a delay. So once the power shuts off, this piston retracts again, and then when this piston is pulled in over this furnace, then that is powered and pushes the piston and the slime block to the right instead. So it looks something like that. And you can see how that would sweep both sides of the sugar canes. And all you need is basically some sort of wall. Like, imagine this was glass, then all the sugar cane would shoot in against that and drop down and get collected in water streams. That will be down underneath here somehow. So I'm gonna have to set up just like how far down everything is gonna be first, and then I'm gonna start stacking the sugar canes farms on top of each other, because all you have to do is put a layer of leaves and you can build the whole thing once again, and then you just run a torch tower on the outside. So it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Yeah, I'll just get building. So I made a little bit of progress here. I've set up my water streams, and I've prepared for where I want the sugarcane towers to go. I'm gonna do 2 sides, so it's gonna be big. There are water currents that push everything into the middle with an ice stream, and eventually, you know, if I put a big mob farm up on this side, I want a water stream, and over here in the back somewhere I want like an item elevator for everything. But for now, since I'm a little pressed for time, I am going to do most of this work here off camera. I'm not going to do a time lapse, because people want to start working at spawn now. Especially they want to work on the mountain, and you know, before people can start working on the mountain, they need to know where they can build, and I have to flatten the terrain out up there. So I'm just gonna keep building this as long as my materials will stretch, and I might give you a progress update in a little bit. But yeah, hopefully when I move over here, let me just see if I can do something fancy here. I'll be looking at this wall over the torch, and next time I will be turning around and it will all be done. Go. And there you have it. My amazing sugarcane farm. In total, it has 400 sugar canes growing and being harvested constantly. So I figured it would be about a double chest of sugar cane every about 3 hours, which I consider to be quite quick. So there it fires one side, then the back side fires. I don't know if you could see that. It's always a little bit laggy when it does that. All the sugar cane collects here in the middle and runs in the chests. And now after 3 stacks of blocks have made it through the hopper timer, then the left side here will fire, and it will do the same thing. So this is cool, and it's done, and I'm happy it's done. And I have to go to spawn because V asked me to come over there. So I'll see you over there.
You haven't seen the full thing yet.
No, but I'm getting a sense that this is very, very big. It takes me forever just to jump up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix that soon because I'm tired of jumping up here too.
Well, that's definitely big. It's bigger than I imagined it would be. Sure.
Well, I saw the cathedral and I'm like, I've got to be bigger than that.
Yeah, but 10 times? I mean, if you can
Yeah.
use the space, of course,
I can.
it's fine. What I'm afraid of is that it's gonna create such a massive overhang that it's gonna feel a little weird when you look at it
No,
from a distance.
there's gonna be arches that come up, look like it's holding it. It's not
Okay.
just gonna be an overhang.
But do you have a plan already for what you want to do on all of this space, or is it more like I'm gonna claim this kind of space for it?
Most of it I do. I have a very good idea.
Okay.
So, for like down here, this is gonna be the way, one of the ways in. Basically,
Right.
it's gonna come underneath the tower,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be the same way in the back here.
Okay.
'Cause you know how we're gonna have that bridge on the back side.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
So there's
I
gonna
might-
be two huge pillars on this side.
I'm actually gonna go in creative and just fly around for a little bit just to look, get a feel for it.
And then you see on the west side,
Yeah.
you see this little alcove of rock right there?
Yeah.
You know how on the Viking ships they have that dragon head?
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
That's what that's gonna be.
That would be really cool.
That's actually, that and the under is what I'm working on first. I'm just getting this floor in.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to see a little bit from a distance just to get a feel for it. Because it does feel very, very large right now. It might work, but it might make everything else look just puny next to it.
It's supposed to. It's a keep.
Well, I know.
It's what's always been the largest thing in those towns. It's always been the keep.
Yeah, but it's not supposed to be super, super huge.
I think, I mean, how high is it gonna be? It's gonna extend quite high up into the sky as well, right?
I think height's actually not going to be as high.
But if it's that large and you're down in the village and you're looking up, if it's not that high, all you're gonna see is the bottom of it.
No, there'll be portions of it that will be higher, but not.
Hmm.
Like if you look at that picture I sent you,
Hmm.
so there's one part that's going to be a little bit taller, and then a couple mid.
Hmm.
Like I'm basing it around this, though my design's going to be slightly different. So you're going to have that overhang. You see that wooden part in that picture? That's where I'm.
Yeah.
That's where I'm thinking like archers would sit. That's why it's overhanging more.
Hmm.
So most of the outer edge is like the first 5 blocks of it is just going to be for fence.
You know, I think I know what is kind of bothering me a little bit about it. It's not the fact that it's that big. It's that if you were gonna build a keep like that, for real, you would not put it on the very peak of the mountain. It looks very unsupported. You would probably flatten everything down like 10 blocks. So that like where you want your dragon head, like that would sort of be the level where you would have done it, so you would have had natural support. I don't know if that makes sense.
No,
I think
it does.
I think that's kind of what makes me feel a little weird about it. I'm not saying it's not. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be great, but my first reaction is that is very, very large. Especially when I'm down here, you know.
So how much smaller do you want it to be?
Well, if you go in creative for a second and come down here with me and look.
No, I've already been accused of cheating.
Well, there you go. Cheater! Banning, banning, banning. Like,
No,
if
I
you're-
understand that it doesn't look supported, but when I'm done, it will.
Right, but when you're down here, like, this is where people are gonna be, right? And you know, for me, it would be natural if it sort of started like a little bit below where the creeper is right now. You see the creeper?
Creeper.
Oh,
I see a zombie.
I mean, it
Oh,
would
yeah.
feel
Okay, I
feel
see
more
the creeper.
natural if it was sort of extending from this height here, more than from up there. And I'm afraid if basically there's going to be a lot of work that you're never going to see because all you see is the bottom of it. Even if it is supported, when I'm down here, I can't even see the top of that dirt pillar.
I hate you so much.
I know.
That's why I asked you before you finished.
I know.
Yeah, no, let's not say that. Daddy said bad stuff. But once I lower that down, you'll be able to see more.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's too big, but I know you like doing it, and I'm not gonna stop you from doing it. But my first reaction was that's kind of weird. All I will see is the bottom of it.
That's true.
Well, sorry.
Whatever.
Well,
You want to tell them why we were in creative so that they don't.
it's okay. I got it on video. I was actually gonna take a little bit of this and put in my video, just so people can see how we think and talk and stuff.